what do you make of this contract that Tom Brady secured with Fox Sports that's up to $375 million over 10
I mean, I think it's good for him. I think it goes to show, there's life after football. I think it goes to show that, Tom Brady knew that there was going to be something after football, especially financially, because he was, let's just be frank, he's the guy that always took all the pay cuts and didn't really get paid the majority of his career until he went to Tampa. And even at that, he's been taking pay cuts for the last season or two. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, you got to always look and plan ahead. Tom knew that once Troy and Buck Showalter all left to go to ESPN, that there was going to be a vacant slot. I'm sure he was probably in communications
Joe
with
Buck, not
multitude of networks.
Joe Buck, not Buck Showalter.
Excuse, sorry, Joe Buck. I knew it had Buck in it. I'm retarded. Um, what I'm getting at is Tom Brady's no idiot. Tom Brady's no dumbass. And for him to go out there and secure $37.5 million over the next 10 years when he does decide to retire is incredible. He's going to earn more from Fox in 10 years than he did in his entire NFL playing career. I think, Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong, it was $333 million in his career earnings as a football player, but they're going to pay 375 over a 10-year span as a broadcaster, right?
Sir?
It's nuts. I mean, they call him the GOAT not just because of what he does in the field. They call him the GOAT because he's actually able to pull shit off that no one's ever heard of. I mean, we all thought that Tony Romo was getting a massive bag from CBS. He's only making 18. You believe it or not, the second place person or the second place broadcaster getting paid right behind Tom Brady is Jim Rome at $30 million a year. I didn't even know Jim Rome was still out there, to be honest with you. Personally, I didn't know he was even getting paid that much if he was.
Getting overpaid, bro.
Stephen A. Smith makes 10 million. For those of you that don't know who Jim Rome is, so again, look at the gap in this particular situation. Like, granted, Tom Brady's intelligence has got to be better than Tony Romo's, but Tony's just able to call the game so efficiently, even though he gets kind of annoying with how he's able to predict formations and sets. Overall, I'm excited to see what Tom Brady's going to be able to bring to the table from the broadcasting perspective. But this is incredible. Way to break the freaking ceiling on broadcasting payouts. Way to go out there and show that athletes can be more than just athletes. You can go out there and do something that you love while still being incorporated into the sport. I I think it's amazing.
Yeah. Why he's the GOAT, bro. It's why he's the GOAT. I know it makes
I
Kevin
give
so
tiny
irritated.
bits, just little bits of credit, and you have to just take it to a step where you piss me off.
That's my job, bro. If I'm not doing that, I'm not doing my job. It's that simple. Come on, you should know this by now. But listen, my guy we're talking about here. I mean, Kev, we've been talking about this man for over 20 years now. And now he's going to be doing it in the broadcasting booth all said and done, too. And you know what? You you get to see him every Sunday for the next 10 years. What's a
I'm just gonna
gift?
boycott Fox. I'm just gonna turn it to CBS.
And I'm going to be tuning in every Sunday just for Tom after he retires. But I don't really have much to say about this other than, it's great for Tom Brady to secure a contract like this, like Kevin said. I mean, breaking the bank when it comes to broadcasting. I mean, this is unprecedented. I mean, Kevin brought up Stephen A. Smith. I mean, for God's sakes, ESPN has Stephen A. Smith literally probably working 15, 16-hour shifts. And he's barely, I think, making, what is he making, like just over like $10 million a year?
Just from what I saw, the metric was 10.
Yeah, and Jim Rome is getting paid 30.
30.
For what? For what? If anybody's being overpaid, it's him. Because
Jim Rome is burning. I'll never forget that segment at like 3:30 on ESPN, like when we were younger.
yeah, like I remember like he had that slot with ESPN back in the day. But I mean, whoever his agent is, I mean, good on him for getting him that type of contract. But it's like, when has Jim Rome really been relevant on CBS? I mean, I don't really make it a point of emphasis to like search for Jim Rome's takes
Not at all.
because, just I guess kind of out of the public circle, I guess. But CBS, I mean, good for him to get that contract. But I mean, with Tom, this is great for him for his post playing career. Um, he's still gonna be playing with the Bucks this year. I don't know if he's gonna continue to play after this season, but to have this security set up after his NFL career will come to an end, that's gonna be very reassuring for him, his family, and I know that Tom just enjoys the game. Um, and even though that he's going to be in the broadcasting booth when it comes to being with Fox after his playing career is over, I still think he's going to have the itch to go back out there and play. It wouldn't surprise if he drops like a little bomb here and there saying, like, I can go out there and play guys right now. Like, I would just love for him to say that when he's in the broadcasting booth, just say, like, yeah, these guys suck. Like, I know I could go out there and do way better than that. And I'm like damn near 50. Like, I would just love it.